You eat breakfast without thinking about where the food came from. You bury the people you love without thinking about why. But for some ancient communities, those two acts were never separate. Grief demanded something more than a hole in the ground. In parts of highland New Guinea, among groups like the Fore people, funerary cannibalism was an act of devotion. When a relative died, the community would consume parts of the body, not out of hunger, but out of love. Anthropologist Shirley Lindenbaum documented this practice extensively in the 1960s, showing how it was woven into kinship and mourning rituals. Eating the dead was believed to return the person's strength, memory, and spirit back into the family line. Why let a loved one's essence disappear into the earth when it could stay with you? This practice is called endocannibalism, consuming your own dead rather than an enemy's. It is different from war cannibalism, which was about domination. This was about preservation. The body was not something to discard, it was something to absorb. But biology eventually intervened. Researcher Michael Alpers, working alongside Lindenbaum, helped trace a devastating illness called kuru, a fatal brain disease spreading through these communities. It moved through funerary practices themselves, passed along during the ritual handling of infected tissue. The disease caused tremors, laughter, and eventual death, and it took decades to understand the connection. Here is the counterintuitive twist. Kuru became one of the first confirmed prion diseases in humans, the same family of disease behind mad cow disease. A ritual meant to preserve life was quietly threading a fatal biological code through generations. The community that practiced this ritual did not know they were fighting an invisible enemy hidden inside an act of love. You might separate death from biology, ritual from disease. Ancient humans could not always afford that separation because their spiritual world and their physical world were the same world. Today, you cremate, embalm, or bury, keeping the body of a loved one at a careful distance. You may still bury your grief inside a locket, a tattoo, a saved voicemail. The impulse has never disappeared. Only the method has changed. So the next time you keep a small piece of someone after they're gone, ask yourself, are you really so different from the people who once ate to remember?